Hi, Nify, this is good.
Content!
Yeah. Doesn't have to be good content, just content. That's the word we're looking for. So which one's this one, Karola? This is all you're doing, so...
Oh yeah, I mean, hello NFI, it is... Which camera do you allude to?
Let me just explain for the purpose of the people at home. There is currently 3 separate camera phones here, here, and here. It's very confusing. I'm often criticised for not staring at the camera lens. The problem is there's too many of them.
I'm not even sure where each lens is, so mine's there, I think.
Mine is there.
There.
Mine's that.
That one. One of these, okay.
So, hello NFI. I wasn't aware NFI was still going until this morning, but hey!
It raised from the dead.
I mean, that's appropriate given the time of year and the time of year NFI was originally started, so... Nice. So...
Happy birthday, NFI?
Yeah.
I don't actually know when the birthday is.
17th of October, I think. I could be
So
wrong,
we
but...
missed it.
I mean, yeah, we...
Happy belated birthday, NFI.
That's it. Brendan, Dave, several different names. Karola, KT, Teabag. Other names are available. So, I assume this... An actual Teabag. So, I assume this had a subject, Karola, Brendan, somebody...
No. It's Halloween.
It's vaguely Halloween themed was all I was told.
Vaguely Halloween themed is the theme.
Because you two turn up at the train station wearing costumes.
Because it's Halloween tomorrow.
Can't say I'd noticed. I just thought these were your regular get-ups. Not far off in your case, actually.
You can't actually see the hat very well in any of the shots.
You need to just slouch down a little, maybe. I mean, you can see the...
Yeah,
that works. You can see the rim of the hat.
That's what Dumbledore should have looked like. I'm sufficiently uncostumed, as apparently I was told to be, because they won't let me go out and buy a costume now.
I told you to get a costume, and you were like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that in Hull. I'm embarrassed."
But then I wasn't aware you two was actually going to turn up, even though I said I wasn't surprised either. But I was unaware, so I was just, as I said earlier, there. Now I'm some form of really crappy Grim Reaper or something. So we've been recording for 8 minutes now, and we've got like a minute of usable footage.
Nothing relevant to Halloween. So
yeah, I can just do quick cuts between each camera and make it all exciting, even though nothing's actually happening.
Yeah, but it has like
Wow. Wow.
I mean, so are we.
Yeah. We can't really complain about that.
Well, we could.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, but it wouldn't be justified.
You were saying?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just film ourselves as we are currently doing, listen to other people and critiquing them.
So more like the creepy aspect of Halloween, not the spooky aspect of Halloween.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 points covered.
I mean, I can do creepy.
She can try.
No, I need to look into every single camera.
Which kind of takes away from the whole thing, and we're trying not to laugh, seeing you going. So I just did it instead. Great stuff. Anyway, so let's wrap this one up and do something else.
I mean, are we allowed to wrap something up before we've actually done anything?
I mean, I thought this was it. It's just the talking for a bit.
Okay, let's actually talk about Halloween. Dave, what are you scared about? Or scared of? What's the word?
Are we doing serious or comedy? Because I can do both.
Up to you.
Oh, no. Okay. This is where everything goes quiet when I think.
Sure.
Right.
It takes a
You
while.
blurt out your fears to the entire pub.
So everyone lines up to do the thing that I'm scared. No. I don't know, I've never really thought about it. Dying unaccomplished, I suppose.
Okay.
Which seems oddly serious all of a sudden as a turn of phrase.
That went more serious than I was thinking, but that's allowed.
I had something comedy in mind, but I thought, yeah. But then
I mean, how would you define unaccomplished though?
I suppose that would mean having accomplishments I wish to achieve based on what I already haven't done. As I said in conversation earlier, one of my main goals is community building, connecting people, that kind of thing. Be remembered for uniting people, I guess, in a really lame kind of way. So I'd like to do more of that because I've been really lax on it. I'm sure I've done it in the past, but kind of like I need to continue doing it if I want it to be an aspiration. Right? I've done that 5 years ago. That's fine. That's me done for my life now. So,
I suppose it's not really much of an accomplishment if you die at 60 and your proudest thing you did in your 20s.
It's essentially, yes, I connected a bunch of weirdos on the internet together for a couple of years to sit in pubs and talk about nothing. Yeah. But, that's it. Dying unaccomplished without my goals of which are connecting people and creating a wider network of friends and people, because there's a lot of people out there who have nobody. So it's nice to think you can connect them with at least one other person, who then connects it with somebody else. And, it's a giant web. Spider's web.
Spider web.
Halloween.
Ooh, Halloween.
Yeah.
Yay.
Spiders was one of the things I was going to say for Thurs, so
Oh, I was about to
Spiders
say.
as in the animals or the club thing?
That's a very jokey kind of thing.
Yes.
I'm not
I
even
did
explaining.
only mean the animal. And,
Yeah.
Really? You dislike spiders doing it?
not every single spider. I mean, only the larger ones. I'm not really a fan of, the tarantulas and things like that. If it's a little, blob in your house, they're mostly just annoying because they leave webs everywhere.
I mean, that's true enough.
Yeah, but they also eat mosquitoes, so
Yeah, which is why I don't mind them. Plenty live on my windowsill.
yeah.
Outside is fine, but when they come inside, they have to be evicted.
Right.
Very humanely.
It depends how willing they are to go. It's like I'll give them a chance, but if they're just going to fuck about, then
They're getting the
they're
shoe.
getting squished.
So that was Animal Watch with Brendan Ellis.
Yeah.
So I think a fear of spiders is always confusing to me because one is a rational fear to an extent. I mean, the poisonous ones
Yeah, but
is
that's
a very
where,
rational
that's where
fear.
it comes from. Like the fear of certain types of animals being bigger is because some of them are actually poisonous. So some of
True.
them are actually dangerous. So that's where like the general fear
But
comes
some
from.
people are terrified of the really small ones.
Yeah,
but
but
that's
like,
more-
it just kind of extends. Like you just like, oh, your brain just recognizes, oh, spider, be afraid.
But also to a human, it's unnatural. Some people are scared of centipedes for the very reason that they have so many legs and the way they
Yeah.
move is very...
Yeah, because
Creepy.
your brain kind of puts it in the, oh, it looks like this thing I should be afraid of.
Like that thing with the fear of the stuff with lots of holes in.
Yeah.
Whatever that's called. Begins with a T.
I don't know, yeah, but I know.
Can't
what you
Google it because we're using all the cameras currently. But... okay, so
mean. No.
spiders
But yeah.
dying unaccomplished. Well, that's two really quite serious
Yeah.
ones actually.
Also roller coasters.
Right.
I've never been on one,
That-
so I
that-
can
that
say-
is that is one of really. I have at least been on that, which is why I know I will never will again.
Right. Are you afraid of heights or speeds? Then you're probably not afraid of roller coasters.
It's the losing of your stomach feeling.
The sudden
I can't
changing,
do that.
right.
So it's the change of direction rapidly.
Right.
That I don't like.
Right.
Because I'm a
It's
low
not the
grade.
height or the speed.
Yeah.
It's the acceleration and direction change.
Right. I'm a low grade adrenaline junkie, and I won't like seek things out on purpose, but if it happens to be there and I do it, I will enjoy it.
Right.
Sort of thing. So if there's a roller coaster that particular at the look of, or people are saying that's going, like, okay, fine, I will enjoy it.
We should go to like a theme park together because I like roller coasters. Even though I'm afraid of heights and I get kind of sick in cars and buses, but I love roller coasters.
Explain how does that happen?
I don't know. I just like. I mean, like. I guess I do find them a bit scary, but like I kind of. I'm able to kind of like consciously be like, no, they are safe.
Mostly.
Yeah, but like they're probably safer than being in a car.
True.
Probably, I don't know. I'm guessing, but like, like being in a car, I find scary. But I also know that consciously, a lot of accidents happen. A lot of the times, so I can't even be like, oh no, like calm down, it's safe. Whereas on a roller coaster, it's like, okay, if it was unsafe, this particular one,
So it wouldn't be open essentially.
it probably wouldn't be open anymore because like, it's the same thing over and over again.
The only problem is there's got to be some people who will find out it's not safe the hard way.
Oh yeah, but it's like
So-
it's
Statistically, very
yeah.
likely.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how common it actually is, but
No.
I'm guessing it's safer than being in a
I
car.
will say that every year we have a fair come to Hull called the Hull Fair, surprisingly enough, which you two have been exposed to a couple of years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
While
I
it
can,
was
I can
closed.
probably
Yeah.
insert some footage here if you like.
There is, yeah, some lying around.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice, excuse me, I'm going to go die in a hole.
Every year there is known as a ride goes horribly wrong. Every year, there's been one every year, this
wow.
year
See,
included.
but those aren't
Yeah,
stationary
the
rides.
travelling ones are a whole different situation
Yeah.
compared to like an Alton Towers or a Camelot.
Suppose, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I suppose this one, like, it was a big wheel. Someone got to the top of the big wheel and then the restraints came loose.
Right.
Right.
The bar that goes across the chest just
Right.
came loose. But
I mean, I was going to say that's related to another one of my roller coaster. It's not exactly fears, but at my height, things like shoulder restraints tend to not really fit right.
Right.
that's a practical fear then,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
It's more than
That's less irrational than some, but yeah.
Yes. What about
I
you?
mean, like being like roller coasters aren't really super irrational fears. Like technically they're safe.
Yeah.
But like the idea of like, oh, you're just gonna like be on this very flimsy thing, really fast, really high.
Plus, on an
Objectively, it's like a bad idea.
an instinctual level,
Yeah.
humans were not meant to, biologically not meant to go that high, that fast, that quickly.
Oh yeah.
So that's ingraining you to be scared of that. So I wouldn't say that is a rational fear, very much so. It is a rational fear. Like, irrational fear is being scared of a spider like this big. But like you say, that leads comparatively, the bigger spiders are poisonous,
Yeah, because like
as we
it's
covered.
in your brain, it's basically in the same category. So
Yes. Anyway, what about you?
See, I made a video. It's gone up to date, but none of us have watched it. But
Right.
I'm gonna add cars to that.
That's a fear.
Really?
That's a genuine fear.
I mean, like not like a phobia, but I often get very uncomfortable in cars.
Okay.
Because like I mean, you're obviously going at fairly high speeds,
Yes.
and then also I consciously know that it's not super safe. Especially because like a lot of, at least currently, usually when I'm in a car, it's for work, and I'm going with co-workers, and my co-workers aren't necessarily the most sensible drivers.
Right.
So that's great.
Well, I hope I haven't caused you too much discomfort in the couple of times I've driven you.
No, it's fine. I mean, I just know that you're a very inexperienced driver. That also doesn't help.
I'm not inexperienced.
Not
Well, yeah, but
really.
you haven't driven much in the past, 5 years?
No, I
I
will.
mean, neither have
guess.
I.
will defend him here. The first time we drove to
Hereford.
Hereford.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
the only time I've driven you guys has been Hereford and
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
However, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
I'm-
first time you'd driven in a long time when you
Oh
got
yeah,
that
I'm
car,
like,
wasn't it?
I'm not saying that you're a bad driver. I'm just saying that consciously, I know you've been fairly inexperienced in the past.
Inactive,
couple
not
years.
inexperienced.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say more inactive than
Yeah.
experienced.
Yeah.
But like you say, the first time we went to Hereford, you got the car. You hadn't been driving for a long time before that. I remember you saying, or
Yeah,
reasonably
it's been
few
something
years.
like 13 years since since I'd
I-
last driven a vehicle at that point. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm kind
And
of.
honestly, I was surprised myself how quickly it came back to me.
Yeah, same though.
Yeah.
Like same though. It's like I haven't driven much in the past 4 years. And like whenever I do, it's like, oh yeah, this is like riding a bike.
It's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a terrible driver. I'm not a great driver. I kind of give up on passing because
Yeah,
it
you're not a
varies.
licensed driver.
No,
either.
but I can, and I have done. But I was surprised that, like, considering you said he's not driven for a long time, I was like, it's pretty experience to me from what, experience of how many hours of driving I put in the previous couple of months before being in the car with you, so. But I can still see where she's coming from, I guess. Okay, that's cool. That was that was some of the fears. I can't think if I have any more. I think
That
it's just
was,
the one.
No, you're just not afraid of anything.
It's not. No, I wouldn't say I'm not afraid of things. It's more just I'm passive towards a lot of things. I don't have a particular strong opinion one way or another to think that I'm scared of something. Like,
Maybe
think-
you should be scared more.
doesn't work. So, I mean, the idea of being murdered by an axe-wielding maniac doesn't exactly fill me with glee. However, I don't fear the idea, because if you do, you'd be walking around the streets scared all the time. Yeah, I suppose more a psychological thing. Besides knowing her, an axe-wielding maniac is relatively normal by comparison. I kind of look to you for support because you're wearing a wizard hat. So,
What would you expect me to do?
I don't know, offer some sagely advice.
Oh, right, I thought you were there. I don't have any of that.
You're wearing the wrong costume then. The venerable wizard. Oh, I've got no advice for you then. Cool.
Yeah, isn't Gandalf more of like an annoying meddler? He's not actually all that helpful in a lot of cases.
He's alright in combat. But
Yeah,
I suppose
yeah.
in terms of the overall plot and things, no, he's not that helpful, you're right. He just turns up and goes, I'm a wizard, and then leaves again, and that's pretty much all you see of him.
Yeah, go on a quest. I'll meet you there later.
I'm just going to go talk to the one guy who's clearly a traitor because if you've seen his eyebrows, and then gets kidnapped. You can tell a good villain by the eyebrows, apparently. You don't have villain eyebrows.
No, not at the moment.
You drew yours on, you can be whatever you want to be. Like, draw them like that, just really angry. And because mine are blonde, you can't really see them very well.
Do you want me to draw someone?
No, you know what, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, we've got Sharpies.
Oh yeah, Sharpies too.
I realise I'm trapped at this point. Curses. Get out.
Are you scared yet?
Yes.
Have you found another fear?
Stop. The audio really wouldn't like that crinkling, but never mind.
See, yeah, you should.
Oh,
It's ASMR, surely.
Go. Oh yes.
no. Put it away. Just get the lid back on it, put it away. Yes. Should we wrap this up now? We've actually talked about content of some description for 24 minutes at this point.
Wrap it up.
Oh, stop with the crinkling.
We'll see
You don't
Shavik on Sunday. I don't know if anybody else comes in.
Possibly me before if I get time.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So yeah, maybe we'll see Dave tomorrow.
I mean, they'll see me right now, but you get the idea. This 3 thing is really disconcerting.
Dave, I see you.
And I see you seeing me. See, this is going to be a rabbit hole we're going to fall into, and we're not doing it. I mean, I see.
There he is.
There he is. There he is. I get where he was going with that. Anyway, yeah. So let's just wrap this up by we've signed off. So thanks for watching and being on brand, as I always say. Have a nice Dave. I looked at none of the cameras then. I looked straight ahead of me. Just do it. Okay. Have a nice Dave. Have a nice Dave. Have a terrible Dave.